Hey everybody, Jason here again with the Ontario Rat 5 knife. Fixed blade, full tang, fantastic knife. Let me go ahead and hit up the specs on it. This is the 8667 model, going for around $55 on Amazon is what I purchased it for. The other model is the same knife is the 10-86277. And his price range goes more for the $80 to $100 price range. The main differences between the two, nothing with the knife. The difference really is with the sheath system. So the 8667 here, sheath system that goes with that knife, that system setup. They're both nylon sheaths, but this one is just a flat front, basic MOLLE compatible system setup on the back. But the blade ambidextrously goes, if I say that right, goes either way. Does not matter. The snap here can be done on either side. You want to put it clasp it on the side that has the finger choil right there, so it keeps it locked in place there. And then it's also got another snap here towards the top of the handle, and now it's absolutely not moving whatsoever, going nowhere. Totally secured in its sheath system. So, very nice sheath system. You also have some grommet holes up at the top here, as well as the bottom, and your belt loop right there. Nice, good quality stitching. Seems like it's going to hold up for a long time, and I like it. The other model beefs up the sheath system a little bit, gives you an extra pocket on the outside for another knife, another tool, and there's a belt clip. There's another clip right there on the front of it. You can check that out. Again, it's going to increase the price to being around $80 to $100. So just keep that in mind when you're shopping for this guy. Decide which sheath system you want paired with the Rat 5 knife. So, details of it: the whole thing is 10.5 inches. Blade is declared to be 5 inches, but cutting edge is more like 4 3/4, 4.5 to 4 3/4, somewhere around there. The blade thickness is a little bit thinner than most of your other survival and tactical style blades of this size and larger. I kind of like that for this purpose that this knife is serving for me. What its intended use is going to be for me. I like the thinner blade, and the full flat grind is going to comes into big play. Lots of nothing but positive for the sake of processing food, for using it as a camp kitchen knife, as well as all around camp knife, bushcraft tasks. Because of that full flat grind, and because it's a little bit thinner of a blade profile, it does really, really well with cutting up food, cutting up vegetables and meats and what. My Carta scale handles, it comes set up with like a coyote tan, a light colored tan. My Carta, I went and RIT dyed mine. Check out lots of videos on YouTube on how to go about RIT dyeing my Carta and or G10 materials. It's a fairly easy, fairly straightforward process, and it's a little bit of fun. I realized that I don't have enough micarta and G10 stuff to really enjoy using that RIT dye on. I need to get some more of that stuff and get some more RIT dye and have some more fun doing all that. Side note, but great knife. I've put it through a little bit of use, not a whole lot of abuse. And I think that that powder coat holds up really well, as I've read and heard it does for a long time. Holds up really well. They do a great job with that. It is a little on the textured side, so I took some fine grit sandpaper, somewhere around 400 to 600 grit sandpaper, and just rubbed it out just a little bit. Not too much because I don't want to take it off, but I did want to. The purpose of trying to smooth that texture just a little bit more and just make it a little smoother. With the idea that helps with slicing up, vegetables, tomatoes, peppers, stuff like that, where you need a smoother blade belly to make those nicer, finer, thinner cuts with those certain foods. So it's got the glass breaker pommel on the back end with lanyard hole. So if you like having a lanyard, it's there for you. Not a big thing with me. Covered the sheath, covered that. Blade obviously is black, as you can tell. Keeps falling. I keep hitting it. Covered the other model. That's pretty much it as far as specs go. Understand that there is the SA brand knives, which is kind of like the little brother company to Ontario. They put a little more detail and a little more a marginal upgrade in quality to their knives that you therefore pay for that in the price points. The SA5 looks almost identical to the RAT5. There are a bunch of subtle differences in the details of them. So if you want to check that out, I recommend that you go to Guide On's Tactical, his YouTube channel that he's got a video out where he really truly dives deep into all the little nitpicky differences between those two knives. So check out his video on SA5 versus RAT5, where he talks big about all the differences between them and the positives and negatives to that. Great knife. I like it a lot. Again, the most important thing that I feel that you have to keep in mind and has to be your primary deciding factor when you're looking at purchasing a knife of this type, or anything really, is what is its intended purpose going to be for you. Your intended purpose of that tool. What features are going to make that tool most suitable for that purpose? That's the key in deciding these knives. And that's what I did with the RAT5 here. And I highly recommend him for those purposes, as being that knife that can handle stuff in a camp kitchen, as well as do some wood processing and some bushcraft work. I think he's an excellent option for covering all of those three big areas of use in a one knife deal package. So check like on the video, subscribe, and check out some of my other stuff, some other reviews that I've got and on my channel there if you want to. And give me some feedback. If you've had this knife for a while and you've put it through the ringer and used it for all kinds of crazy things, love to hear what you got, how it's performed for you. The more info, the better for everybody. So share your thoughts and comments in the comment box section of the video here. And see you next time.